Hello, StarCraft fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. This is a game between True and Nerchio on Abyssal Reef, the latter edition. This is from the quarterfinals of WCS Austin 2017, and it's a ZVZ. Haven't cast one of these in a while. Figured I'd grab an amazing one from WCS Austin just to show you how amazing ZVZ can be. In the top left corner of the map, we have the blue Zerg player. It is True! One of my favorite Zerg players. He's going Extractor Pool first. And in the bottom right side of the map, we have the red Zerg player. It is Nerchio, another terrifying, incredible Zerg player hailing from Poland. And Extractor Pool for him as well. So another player really trusting the other one to go hatch first here. I bet they've had some experiences in the past where they got 12 pooled and weren't quite ready for it. And just to be safe, we're going to go Extractor Pool, get some aggression out, expand behind it. It's not too bad. Right, expanding behind it's not going to kill you in economy. Both players, Soul Overlord scouting. As, you know, drone scouting is just passé for these pro players. Although we've seen situations where not worker scouting gets you killed, and I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, especially here, quarterfinals, WCS, right? Like, you want to win? You want to win games here? If you lose because you didn't scout some cheese, wouldn't you feel dumb? I would feel dumb, personally, but maybe these guys wouldn't. Maybe they have a better self-concept than I do. 8 lings on the way from Nerchio and 6 for True. So we're going to see some slowling versus slowling battles to start us off here today. Everybody's favorite is slowling versus slowling micro. A little bit easier to follow than speedling versus speedling, and speedling baneling especially. Oh, look, a baneling nest out of Nerchio. Both players are getting speed. Here are the fishies overhead. They don't know what's happening. Sheila's shadow flying across here as well. Got that name from the Nidus Twitch channel, which I cast the WCS Yon Shopping. That is hard to say. Yon Shopping. I have to think about it every time. The open rounds last Saturday, I believe it was. So twitch.tv/the Nidus. Pretty good organization. You can find the VODs for that right on that channel, the link I just gave you. Anyway, lings come running in here. Queen and some defensive lings. Nerchio kind of wants to engage. He's trying to get in favorable engagement, but it's so easy to run away because everybody has the same move speed in this situation. Lings check in for Nerchio. Is there anything I have to worry about? Any banelings morphing in anywhere nearby? No. Spinecrawler on the way from True, though. He predicts some shenanigans here out of the red Zerg player, and there's a baneling nest, so that makes sense. Oh, speed done for True first. Getting in here, going to pick off some drones. Going to try to go after this queen, maybe? Going to try to get this queen. Pretty good micro on display here. Some defensive lings coming back from Nerchio as well do save the queen's life. And the lings are forced to retreat. Overlord from True scouting out. Is anybody going to expand? This is crazy. This is as long as I've seen anybody not expand, or Zerg not expand in a while here. So baneling nest for Nerchio, and no baneling nest. True's just going to do this thing with queens and lings and creep spread and spine crawlers. He's going to deal with banelings that want to kill him in that way instead. So some lings here for Nerchio. Both players just kind of bouncing around. It's kind of speedlings on crack right now. Not entirely sure who is scouting and who's being aggressive, but it looks like True's being aggressive, and a baneling hit! Oh no, that's why you don't go up ramps blind, dude. Gotta send your Overlord up there, but there's a queen ready to shoot that down. Why is there oh, Nerchio was thinking about expanding, decided not to. As again, there were lings here, ling versus ling action. Defensive lings for True, taking out the lings of Nerchio on the other side of the map. He wants to expand too. So there we go, expansion down for Nerchio. Lings here from True, though. Are there enough? Get out of there, queens. There's a wounded queen, everybody. Transfuse available, no! The queen falls, but all the lings of True die as well, just barely. Oh man, that Zergling has 2 kills and 1 hit point. Good job, Nerchio Zergling. You are a hero. More lings coming in from True. So both players, pretty aggressive here. It's 12 to 19 harvesters right now. True has 12 drones. At the 4-minute mark, baneling does take down all the lings. Okay, so here's a question. How come baneling splash isn't friendly fire, right? It's not. Like, I'm pretty well certain it is, especially based on that last interaction. But do you think that as the lings try to get up the strat from True, but no, queen holding that, and there's banelings here. Just True, I understand you want to do something here, but it's not going to work out for you. Do you think it's like genetically modified to only affect anything that's not part of your current strain? Right? Like the baneling has the genetic code of all the other units that are part of its army, and just doesn't hurt them because they have a very specific skin or like biological structure that makes them immune? I don't know. That's probably how it works. It's probably how it works. Lings from True running around all over the place. He loves Zerglings. He loves them so much. Nerchio has 23 workers to True's 13. He hasn't lost any. No, but he's lost 40 lings. Holy smokes, True. 40 lings lost to 26. Nerchio, I would say, is ahead at this point. Pretty comfortably ahead. Third hatch on the way for Nerchio at that third base location, which is traditional, and the expansion for True is popping now. So he's not dead in the water. He needs to start... Oh, he did drone up. He's got 18 to 23 harvesters. See, that's how you do. These are the things I need to learn. What are the timings for that? How did he know it was safe to drone up? How did he not know, or how did he know that Nerchio wasn't coming to kill him right that very second? Don't know, but he did. He droned up, and now it's 20 to 23, and he's totally fine. Ding! I was so worried about True, but he's pulled it out. Ling's running down from True, going to knock down this third base. There were some banelings here a minute ago, but getting chased away by a single forward scouting Ling. They do get it. Ling's getting about a 75% surround, if not more, on this third hatch. There's a cancel. Has to cancel it. Banelings do get a nice hit, but can't save the hatchery or the drone. Replanting the third base as well as he can is Nerchio. Ling's getting the run by into True's base, though. All over these drones. Get out of there, drones. Good job. Good pull. Ling's retreating. Maybe pick off a couple drones here at the natural base. Yeah, that works. That works. Maybe. Yep, two. 2 worker kills. Maybe 3. Oh, 3 worker kills. But again, canceling the hatch is True. Nerchio wants that third base so bad. And True, equally as bad, doesn't want him to have it. All right, so banelings and lings setting up here. All right, are there lings waiting up along this north path to murder us? No, True's pulling those back because he has ESP. Apparently, third hatch planted for the 3rd time. For Nerchio, he has a drone there, ready to make a spine crawler, I guess, immediately, which is going to be a wild drone. So you enjoy your vacation. Usually drones work really hard, but not you. Ling's running in from Nerchio to True's main base, and there's a spine crawler. There's an evolution chamber trying to help wall this thing off. There's a couple queens, Roach Warren at the front door as well. Ling's coming around. Is there a third base for True? No, there's not. Still on the 2 bases, and a Roach Warren coming up, though, before Nerchio is able to get his up. So Nerchio, we know he loves his roaches and his ravagers. He is a big fan of those units. Not going for them quite yet. Quite yet. And look at this. True's up 38 to 34 harvesters. That's so amazing to me. Ah, Ling's come rolling into the 3rd of Nerchio. Kill the drone who was sitting there doing nothing. That's what you get for being slothful. Right? That's what they teach you from your parents, and like if you went to church, that's probably how this works. Be slothful and you will be punished. So, yep, that drone was doing nothing and got murdered in recompense. Nerchio moving across the map with some lings here. Sheila the Shark. The shadow of Sheila the Shark on the ground there. That's a good alliteration. Falcon Paladin, why thank you. I've been practicing my alliteration skills. Pretty much by accident, though. +1/+1 missile attack on the way from Nerchio. He is getting a Roach Warren. It's later. Not done yet, while True's is. And Alaire's coming in for both players. Right now, again, True's a little bit ahead. So, True, he's a magician, is what he is. I don't know how he did that. Nerchio trying to knock down this wall of 3 queens, a spine crawler, an evolution chamber, and a Roach Warren. That's a lot of HP to try to get through, especially considering these queens do have transfuses. This one almost has 4. This one has 1, and okay, you can't contribute to the transfusion party, queen number 3, but I think the other ones have you covered. Don't you even worry about it. Not much of a wall here for Nerchio. He's not worried about Ling run-bys for whatever reason, although maybe he should be. Are there any Lings for True? No Zerglings for True, so never mind. Don't worry about it. Everything is cool. As much as True is in love with the Zergling, it looks like he is going straight for Roaches now, which is a mid-game composition that is fairly popular when it comes to the ZVZ. The Roach Ravager pushes, the Corrosive Bile dodging, maybe get some Hydras in there, some Infestors, some Banelings. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. We'll see who can come out on top of this particular ZVZ. Overseer, yes. Overseer morphing in for Nerchio outside the natural base of True. Going to get in there and see what it can see. And the answer is going to be not a whole lot. Not much of a tell here. You know he has a Roach Warren. You know he has a Lair. Ling's picking off creep tumors for Nerchio. That's nice. Shutting down that creep spread of True here, making your creep spread be the one true creep spread across the map. That is excellent. Roach is trying to show up and save their creep tumors, but that's difficult. That's really hard to do, especially if you don't have speed yet. Working on having speed, but still so much slower than speedlings. Speedlings are just, they're zippy. They're zippy, and they make up for it by being really squishy, but they are zippy. All right, so Nerchio trying to do a Ling run by here and possibly go after that 3rd, but Roach is waiting. Another couple of queens waiting as well. The Lings think better of it. And an Overseer for True hanging out here, which does make Nerchio pull back. He's a little bit worried about an attack from True, but True playing defense himself. So we're on 3 base to 3 base, 55 to 52. Total harvesters in favor of our Blue Zerg player True. He's doing this, man. He's doing it. And yes, Infestation Pit. There we go. Infestation Pit coming in for Nerchio. Why the heck? Is he making another Roach Warren? True's making another Roach Warren, you guys. Where is it? Oh, he canceled. He was making it up at his natural base. Realized he already had one. And you really don't need two. Unless you want to go, I guess, for Tunneling Claws and Speed at the same time. But he was done with Speed, so there's no reason to have two. Period. None whatsoever. Something just died there. Maybe some scouting links from Nerchio died, but nothing too major. Overseer for Nerchio continuing to try to scout in. Contaminate. Thrown down on the Evolution Chamber to stop that +2 missile attack that True was working on. I like this. Contaminate usage, especially in a mirror matchup where upgrades can be so important, is going to be useful here. So that does delay his +2. Allows Nerchio to catch up a little bit because he was behind. Yeah, I think he was behind when that Contaminate hit. But now is he ahead? 67, 40. Yes, now he's ahead on the +2 timing. 4th base coming in for True here. Morphing in down into the right of his 3rd. Overseer continuing to scout in, continuing to throw down Contaminate when it can. It's 125 energy, though. It's a pretty expensive spell. So it turns out Overseer for True running around as well. Recognizing there's really not much anti-air right now, so Overseer scouting is pretty productive. Infestors on the way for Nerchio. Pathogen Glands on the way first for True before he makes his Infestors. And he is getting Tunneling Claws. Okay. So True was like, I want Tunneling Claws. I need a Roach Warren for that. And then he realized he already had one. 4th base coming up for Nerchio now. Here at the 11-minute mark. And once that's... is that halfway done? That's halfway done. Infestors are on the way. Will they pop out with the energy they need to throw down a fungal? I think they will. I would be amiss to question True on this. I think he got it. I think he nailed it. Corrosive Bile's landing, trying to get an Overseer, but these players pay way too much attention to that stuff. I don't know how True does all this stuff and keeps an eye on this Overseer so that he can dodge Corrosive Biles when they come its way. Like, I guess that's all that's going on at the front lines, though, so maybe not as difficult, but these players dodge all the time. Corrosive Bile dodging is like a professional sport for them in and of itself. Overseer says, I see this Roach Ravager Infestor composition coming my way. True's at 194 supply, Nerchio's at 186. True has 70 drones, though, so Nerchio's army is a little bit bigger. He's maxed out, yeah. Bigger army here from Nerchio, and his +2 is done. The +2 is finished for True as well, though, so... Going to try to cancel. Tunneling Claws denied. That's why you don't put tech structures at the front door of your bases. Lings running by here at the 3rd base. Might take down a queen, and they do. The army of True kind of bouncing back and forth. Really ignoring these Lings. Doing some true damage here to True. Lings think about running in the main, then suicide themselves into Roaches instead. There's a Roach run by here at the 3rd base of Nerchio, killing a couple drones, but those Roaches getting cleared up very nicely as well. So Infestors have joined the party. Replacement Roach Warren coming up for True. He can't make any more Roaches, which is a problem. Because that's what he wants right now. The answer to Roach Ravager is basically a Roach Ravager. There's not necessarily a tech you can get here that will defeat it. I mean, Mutas maybe. They just take so long to kill Roaches that if it's a base race, you're going to lose. Is generally how this works out. Broodlords, again, fantastic against Roaches, but just slow, and Roaches are faster and can take advantage. Overseer dodge. Oh, he dodged a little too late. Nerchio, point to Nerchio for killing that Overseer with Corrosive Bile. Hive on the way for both players, both choosing to get that upgrade in their main bases. Tunneling Claws, again, coming in for True. He really wants that. He really is devoted to it. Burrow being researched by Nerchio, and 5 Spine Crawlers on the way. Where? I guess just in different places. Different places here at the 3rd base and at the 4th base. He really doesn't want Roaches to have an easy time of counterattacking him, and Static Defense a good way to do it. I mean, honestly, if you're maxed out, Static Defense doesn't really hurt all that much. True's maxed out, and he has a bigger bank, though, is the problem. He's going for a 5th base now. It's 2,700 minerals to 900 gas for True, and about 900 for Nerchio. So he's just down in minerals, which is probably fine. When it comes to a remax, he is also working on Tunneling Claws and getting +3 missile attack, which you don't see a lot of. Mostly players kind of stick at 2-2 for reasons. There's probably some math behind it. I'm sure somebody smarter than me in the comments can explain exactly how this works. But Roaches coming in from Nerchio from 3 different angles here. Corrosive Bile's landing. Fungal Bile on those Roaches. Another Fungal and another Fungal Bile doing some damage here. I'm liking this. Out of True, but no, the Revenge Fungal Bile. Everybody's green. Everybody's got orange stuff dropping on their heads, and I don't know who's winning this thing. Nerchio has more supply. No, now True does it. Just back and forth. A counter, or a flank here from True from the bottom side, and Nerchio suddenly super surrounded with most of his Roaches injured as well. Get out of there, Infestors. No, there's an Overseer chasing him down. They're slow. They're burrowed, but they're dying here. So True's up 200 to 161 supplies. 15 roaches in production for Nerchio. 22 on the way for True. He's working on that +2 missile attack. And Nerchio working on +2 carapace, which I didn't realize he didn't have until this moment. And he's not getting a 5th base here either. So whoever wins this series as part of the quarterfinal has the honor of going to the finals of WCS Austin and playing Neeb. I will be casting that series, Neeb versus whoever wins this thing, on Sunday. It is a best-of-7 series, and it is amazing. Mark it on your calendars. Noon Eastern time. Neeb versus whoever wins this thing. Well, this series. I'm not sure whoever wins this game specifically, but one of these guys. It's going to be True or Nerchio. It's going to be fantastic. Don't miss it. Don't you even think about missing it. Also, I guess if you're still watching, quick plug for my podcast. There's a link in the description here. I think we have 2 episodes out now. They're about an hour each. It's going to be an hour a week, which I feel like is an easy thing to commit to. We talk about video games and technology as missile attack level 3 denied at the very last second. Nerchio lost his +3. That's huge. True's is about 50% complete. Anyway, link in the description. Check that one out. I do it with an Australian subscriber named Wade, and we have a pretty great time. So if you're looking for maybe something a little different from my American accent, perhaps Australian can entice you, eh? Yes, I think that's how that should work. All right, so Broodling's trying to attack True's army. There's a fungal, and anything that True can take away from Nerchio right now is going to be good for him. Another fungal, a fungal bile. Man, fungal bile is huge today. Look at how well these guys are nailing their fungals and their biles. I just have a hard time deciding who's winning this thing. True's up in supply, but he's on the other side of the map. The defender's advantage is definitely helping Nerchio here. Infested Terrans being thrown out. I heard that. True got some infested Terrans topped out as well. Got some burrowed roaches back here. I don't know exactly they are for, but his army is getting melted. However, it's 195 to 173 supply. 29 roaches in production for Nerchio. That's why you have a bank. Although, look at that bank for True. 3,000 minerals and 2,000 gas for True. Nerchio sitting on 200, 800. He can't max out again. If it comes down to another giant roach Ravager battle, Nerchio is not going to be able to remax if he loses his army. He's just not. I mean, he's trying to get some Hydras in here, trying to make sure that doesn't happen, but I don't know if he can guarantee it. Changelings here from, are those? Yeah, those are True's. Trueslings, because they're blue. No, Nerchios. Nerchios, they're blue because they're changelings. Yeah, man, changelings are confusing in ZVZ. More infestors on the way from Nerchio. Has he lost infestors? No. How is he not lost infestors? Oh, that's the wrong button. That's the right one. 8 lost infestors. Another major attack here. True has the bigger army in this particular situation, but he does have more Ravagers. It's mainly Roach here from True, and True does not care. He says, I'm going to come right on in. I know I have the +3 attack, and you do not, which hurts immensely. Tunneling, muscular augments on the way from Nerchio to make his Hydras hit a little bit further and move a little bit faster. Ultralisk Cavern coming on the way here from True as well. Roaches running by for Nerchio to this 5th base of True, but there's a defending cadre of Roaches and Spine Crawlers, and Nerchio is forced to retreat. A 6th base on the way from True down this left side. I love the Ultralisk Cavern. They can tank a lot of damage, while Hydras and Roaches do damage from behind them as well. So we'll see if this works out for True or not. +3 ground carapace being researched, because at this point, 18 minutes into a ZVZ, why not? Major battle down here at the south. Nice corrosive biles hitting, but True's army's just bigger. Just bigger again. Look at that bank. Look at that bank from True. It's a massive difference right now. 16,000 resources lost for True. 70,000 resources lost for Nerchio. This is as even as a ZVZ is going to get, but True able to bank up these resources, as I think is going to be the difference. It's going to be how True wins this game. Some Burrow Roaches trying to sneak across the map, but walk right through a Nerchio army on both sides, and everybody going to die. True's trying to run away with a few of his Roaches, and he's going to escape with maybe a couple of them, but yeah. Overseers tossing down Changelings here at True's 5th base. I guess, I don't know, scouting's good. Big attack here at the 5th, but again, another flank from the south by True here, and a situation that did look good for Nerchio, not looking so good anymore. Kindness plating and 4 Ultras on the way. 15 Roaches on the way from True. Is Infested Terrans tossed down for Nerchio as well. He is in control of this 4th base for True here. Gonna lose these drones. Starting to lose drones. The Ultras pop out. The Ultras are useful, right? They're not fully upgraded, but they are pretty darn useful here, if I do say so. The 4th base is gone from True. He lost it, but he does have the 6th with his nice. However, Nerchio has his 5th up now, so he's a little bit behind on worker count. And again, True able to max up, remax out with Ultralisks, Infestors, and Roaches. Nerchio decides to head on home. He thinks he scored a major victory, but he doesn't know about the 6th base down here that True already has. So I don't know if going home is the right way here. He does burrow, right, so we can regen his Roaches on the way home. Lurker Den coming in from Nerchio, more Hydras. So it's going to be a bit of a more Hydra-heavy composition for Nerchio, while it's going to be Ultras for True. Infestor count is also 3-0. True not believing. Oh, he's making 6. Never mind. There are 6 Infestors popping right now for True. I was going to say, can't really skip that. So it's not necessarily going to be Hydra. It's going to be Lurker, as he is just kind of saving up his Hydralisks to turn them into Lurkers at some point. Lurkers do pretty well against Roaches and Ultras, unless they're getting directly attacked. If they're kind of spining from behind Roaches of their own, they're fantastic. If True wants to engage in that situation, which I really don't think he does, he's probably too smart for that, but we'll see. We will see. Things at the 20-minute mark of games, people get tired. People start making mistakes. And that's why we watch StarCraft, because these players are human, man. These guys are incredible, incredibly skilled. They play this game so many hours, work so hard to get here, but they can still make mistakes that will haunt them for the rest of their lives. Amazing concave from Nerchio. True kind of going through a little narrow path in the middle of the map here. Does not like this situation at all, but he's going to engage anyway. Turning around, it's just a narrow choke. Corrosive Vials landing very nicely from Nerchio's army. These Ultras trying to run away, but they are being... Actually, they can't be fungled in place, but they can be stuck by other Roaches around them that are fungled, because they have the Frenzy... Is that what it's called? Frenzied? Yeah, immune to snare, stun, mind control, and movement-altering effects. You can't fungle an Ultralisk. You can do damage, but you can't stop them. You can't stop them in their tracks, is how that works. So, splitting up his army into 2 separate groups here is Nerchio. Coming into, looks like he's going to assault this 5th base and maybe come around to this replacement 4th that True got up just in the nick of time. True's actually down to 100 gas. He can't remax on anything. This is interesting. Here we go. Nerchio going for it. Ultras right on top of his army. Roaches and Ravagers dealing with the Ultras pretty darn well, but that's a lot of Infestors doing chain fungal after chain fungal on Nerchio's units. And True pulling back a little bit. Nerchio decides to advance here. Oh, he's got his Lurkers. He's got his Lurkers. He needs to put his Lurkers in range of this base, although it doesn't matter. True's giving up on this base entirely. The Lurkers deciding to head on back home. 4th base is gone again for True, but again, 5th and 6th bases are happily running, and it's not really a big deal. Nerchio trying to come home to deal with this. Fungal on the Lurkers. I don't think they can burrow when they're fungled. What a brilliant play by True. Chain fungling the Lurkers while they're on the move and picking them off so nicely while they're stuck above ground, unable to defend themselves. Another attack here at the 5th base of True, though, by Roaches from Nerchio. And actually pushing in here is Nerchio. Continues getting fungled by these Infestors. Small Roach versus Roach battle here, down here by the like 5th and 6th bases of Nerchio. Actually, no, that's the 3rd and the 4th base of Nerchio, and he's going to win just because of defender's advantage, as previously recognized. Burrow Roach pulling back from this. Oh, he did get this. He did get the 5th base previously, but again, the 6th base for True. Nerchio doesn't know about this still. You guys, scouting is so important. I know there's a million things Nerchio's trying to do. I'm not criticizing him. I'm just saying if he knew about that base, it'd be a much, much different game. He'd march down there and he'd take it out. It's 167 and 99 total supply. Nerchio has a pretty commanding lead here. True's bank is down to 700 minerals and 10 total Vespine gas. Nerchio taking a 7th base. There's a group of Roaches running around trying to see if they can find stuff, but... Oh, he scouted it! He did! Nerchio's Roaches found the 6th base of True. These Lings don't have any attack upgrades, which means these Roaches with +2/+2 might survive this situation, although some Roaches for True are also part of this engagement, so likely not. Pretty good positioning by Nerchio nevertheless. Roaches for True trying to come into this 3rd base, getting Spinecrawler to death, getting Roached to death as well. True trying to find an angle where he can do something, but it's just kind of falling apart. Oh, his main Roach body just got fungled. Roach is attacking here. Where are the Infestors? Infestors with another fungal. There we go. Another fungal catching the Roaches. 176 to 72 total supply. Nerchio somehow making this thing work. I want to say, was it the Lurkers? Was it his ability to continue to expand? He still doesn't have +3, you guys. He still doesn't have +3/+3, whereas True does. Upgrades higher for True. And in the end, I don't think it actually matters. Big old Roach squad coming into the 6th base of True, actually coming back around to catch True's attempt at a counterattack while the army's away from home, shutting that down. And then waltzing on down to this 6th base of True. 7th base is up, but there's nothing happening there at all. All these drones are going to die. I think that's going to be it for True. He's down to 13. 10 harvesters, down to 6, 5, 4, 3. Total drones. Let's make it 1. 6th base is gone. This counterattack of Lings by True is desperate, but that's a good game out of True. True is defeated, and Nerchio is victorious. Wow. I did not see that coming in this 25-minute game. Look at this. Look, you saw that bank? You saw how much money he had that Nerchio did not have, but it didn't matter. Somehow Nerchio never found himself in a place where he had to remax but didn't have the money to do so. He managed to kind of delay, let his economy catch back up, get the bases he needed, kind of hit and run here and there, keep True on the back foot. And then when he needed to remax, he had the money for it. Just enough. Just enough. Also, he didn't spend any money on Ultralisks, which are very expensive, and I'm not sure they were worth it for True in this game. He lost 5 Ultras and 275 Roaches. Compared to 193 Roaches, which is a lot, but that's not anywhere near 275. I mean, Nerchio, pretty cost efficient, honestly. He ended up with, what is that, 31,000 resources lost compared to 45,000 resources lost for True. I mean, a lot of that's drones and bases towards the end there, but that's, again, Ultralisks and a million more Roaches, 15 Infestors compared to 10. And 4 hatcheries. Yeah, 4 hatcheries is a lot there. 61 drones killed. To Nerchio only lost 6 drones in the whole game to True, which is just mind-boggling. All right. So that's it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, and Patreon, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.